in one of the more interesting reviews we've ever done, we're going to do Arctic Monkeys, Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. 11 tracks for 40 minutes, the 6th studio album from the UK 4-piece, released May 2018 via Domino, produced by James Ford and vocalist Alex Turner, recorded at 4 different fucking studios across Paris, London and Los Angeles. Why? One single has been released in 4 out of 5. The album peaked number 8 in the US, number 1 in the UK, number 1 also here in Australia. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Becoming the band's 6th consecutive number 1 debut in the UK, believe it or not. This is an album that's divided fans, though, with a massive stylistic change from guitar-driven music to piano-based composition, with Alex Turner seeming to be the main architect here, even designing the cover art himself. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying that Brendan requested we do this review. This is not my fault, and Nick wants to go first.
Okay. So, when we put these reviews together, there's normally a Dropbox or Spotify list, and we go through them and we listen to it. And normally, the way I did, I was doing a review, and the Spotify list goes into some other tracks and stuff like that. Arctic Monkeys came on, okay, and I thought, you know what, I'm not having this. So basically, I got on the phone to the School of Hard Rock Legal Counsel, and I want to read from a pre-prepared legal statement, if I may. So just bear with me for a second. And I quote, "Dear viewers and listeners of the Hard Rock Show and the greater rock and metal community in general, I, Nick THRS from the School of Hard Rock, being of sound mind and body, cannot physically listen to, let alone review, an album by the Arctic Monkeys. I apologise to anyone that is watching this and hoping to get an insightful yet witty commentary from myself on this album, but every man has his breaking point and things he won't do, and this is mine. I know I've let down my THRS family, friends, and supporters on this occasion, but after consulting with my legal counsel at the offices of Hauser, Moore and Associates, and given my natural aversion to skinny jeans, skivvies and leather jackets on anyone other than the Ramones, I cannot, in good conscience, for my professional integrity and personal sanity, partake in any further discussion or review of this complete and utter piece of shit. Kind regards, Nick THRS."
That is an absolute first for us. Well done.
Okay.
Brendan, please explain to us why the fuck you wanted us to review this record.
Because I'm a fan of the band. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm a fan of Arctic Monkeys. When AM came out in 2013, it was one of my favourite albums of the year. It was clever, it was creative, it was interesting, and it fucking rocked. Now, like it or not, Arctic Monkeys are one of the few new bands that are carrying the torch for rock in the mainstream.
I'll pay that.
They are, and
I'm not judging their career.
No.
I'm judging this album, though.
Now, this is where it becomes interesting. I heard this album as background music when I was at a friend's place for dinner, and I'm like, this is fucking awful.
Do you still talk to this friend?
Yes. And I said to him, I'm like, he goes, yeah, I've got it. He goes, this is terrible. And I'm like, as background music, it was annoying the living piss out of me. So I wanted to know if it was just me, basically. I thought I'd subject you lot to it. Because this album is a fucking train wreck. It's so bad and boring that I can't help but feel they were taking the piss. That they said, we can churn out any old shit now and people will listen to it and buy it.
So they had their Oasis moment, did they?
If they did that, I'd actually have a bit more respect for them at this album. It's like U2 with that fucking Zeropa piece of shit.
Oh, God.
That you swear is a piss take. I really hope this is a piss take because it is fucking awful. These are supposed to be, I suppose, relaxed, laid-back, atmospheric songs, but they're fucking annoying. They're slow-paced and annoying and bloody awful. So if I can give credit to this at all, it's for a couple of good song titles. I think the world's first ever Monster Truck Front Flip is a good name, and the Ultra Cheese is a good name. Songs are fucking awful. This album can go in the bin. That's me.
Now, if you couldn't tell by my intro to this record, I struggled. I'm not even sure to begin with this. I didn't have a prepared legal statement like my co-host here.
Just covering the bases, folks.
Yeah, and my dad's a retired lawyer as well. So I should give this to him and ask him to review it. That'd be interesting. That would be actually really interesting. Shit. It won't ever happen, so don't get your hopes up. Now, in my opinion, clearly Bowie influenced, but with none of the execution required to pull that off. There is a lyric here where he talks about losing his train of thought. I couldn't even keep a train of thought while listening to this. This is the definition of a vanity project right here, as far as I'm concerned. This should have been released as a solo record. Lyrically, this is far too much into Bowie's territory, but doesn't even come close to being executed as well. Not even... Like, you're not even a fucking toenail cutting. Just forget it.
I can't believe you've mentioned him in the same sentence.
Well, that's what I think he was going
Get your
for.
legal
I
team
reckon
onto
he's
that.
heard Black Star,
Yeah.
and he's gone, I can do that,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
and fucked it up.
Awful.
Musically, the note choices are different, but only serve to make the listen more jarring than it needs to be. It's actually quite disruptive to listen to. It's not a comfortable listen at all. Not often do I sit there wondering what the point of that note being there was. And I did that for this record. Zappa makes sense compared to this. Like, he's easy listening compared to this.
This is really bad.
I get what they're going for production-wise. They don't get it right, but I get what they're targeting. It's got the fuzzy vocal, which is supposed to be jazz lounge inspired, but the piano in mind, and overall it's again not comfortable to listen to. The mix, while it has depth, it also feels too blunt and abrupt. There is no subtlety applied to this whatsoever, and it only seems to get louder and more obnoxious as you go along.
Yeah.
Far too harsh on the ears, far too cutting. I really, really, really fucking hope this doesn't pollute my Spotify algorithm too much. I don't want to live with the taint of this record for the next 6 months, thank you. And enough.
Yeah.
Fucking enough with the plate reverb on the vocal too. What the fuck? That's annoying. This thing just reflects too much onto itself, which is its own way. It's another symptom of the whole fucking record. The track they chose as a single, I can't even imagine that doing well on radio. This is way too arty for the sake of it. Honestly, no flow to this thing. Disconnected songs, jarring harmonies, piece together pieces of music. This is sloppy. I have absolutely no idea what the fuck he's aiming for with lyrics when one of your songs is about the world's first ever monster truck front flip. What the fuck?
Have you seen that though on YouTube? It's cool. No, not the song. No. The actual YouTube clip of a monster truck doing a front flip.
I'm curious about that. But how the fuck he gets push the button and let go of your control out of that video is fucking beyond me, okay? The song titles alone betray this thing. Star Treatment, Golden Trunks, Bat Phone, and the Ultra Cheese are just some of the finer examples on display here.
The Ultra Cheese.
I don't know why I'm nodding my head like I'm fucking listening to this piece of shit and I'm agreeing with everything.
This feels like a bad trip at a carny. Freaking out on acid while tripping on the merry-go-round. That's what this feels like.
Made me want to take up heroin.
I'm so glad I did this.
I have tried to listen to this and find some positives. I've given this at least 3 spins.
Wow.
And it's just fucking painful and time I would love to get back in my life. If I could sue you for that, I would. I also really wonder what this will do, though, to the whole band in the long run. Hard to see this growing their audience while at the same time dividing their already existing fan base. Dumb fucking move!
Well, hopefully they'll break up.
I appreciate growth, but not massive departures. There's a point in fucking having a side project or a solo project and having your original band stay as it is. This is the example of what not to do, kiddies. And I would love to see what the band members think of this 10 years from now. I reckon 10 years from now, this will be a fucking talking point and then some, and I hope it fucks them over, because you're all dumb fucks for releasing this steaming pile of shit in the fucking bin. I never want to speak of this band ever again. Fuck right off. On a lighter note, please do check it out for yourselves, and let us know what you think.
No, don't save yourself the trouble.